Hello everyone, welcome to Exam Before 50% Faster Preparation. I am Chandra Prakash Joshi. In this video, let us understand what is happening in Ukraine, how central banking is functioning there. These stories will help you in understanding about the importance of banking system, how central banking functions. Therefore, in the preparation of RBI and all other regulatory body exams, today I am telling you the story of Olena. She lives in Ukraine with her family. Her husband Yuri is working with Ukrainian army and he is stationed outside his home. Olena's world changed overnight once the war broke with Russia. When her husband is away, she is the head of the family, taking care of the children and her elderly mother. She has very limited savings and some allowances she gets barely even to meet the basic necessities of daily life. Increase in the prices of the goods because of the war is actually eating into their all savings. The cost of bread, milk, even the heating of the house has almost doubled. Actually, thousands of families across the Ukraine are facing same kind of situation. The war has actually crippled the economy of the Ukraine. Many businesses have been shut down. Ukrainian hryvnia is the currency of the Ukraine, is losing the value. Consistently, inflation is becoming the battle for every family, but there is one institution behind the scene which is trying to protect the value of the currency. You can understand that is the Central Bank of Ukraine, called National Bank of Ukraine, NBU. By this time you have got two questions here: the name of the central bank and the name of the currency of the Ukraine. NBU is facing the biggest challenge of the history. What it is doing? Number one, it has fixed the value of the Ukrainian currency hryvnia to US dollar. This actually stopped the fluctuation of the currency. This decision has actually made life little bit easier for Olena and other people because there are no daily fluctuation in the value of the currency and no daily price hike. Number two, NBU has restricted the capital control, the amount somebody can take out of the Ukraine. This is helping depleting the currency very fast and ensuring that the resources can be used where it is required most right now, that is in the war. And thirdly, NBU is managing the international aids the country is getting. Ukraine is getting funds from IMF, from other developed countries and other international organizations like World Bank, European Union for war purpose, survivor of the war. There are many other philanthropic aids which is coming to the country, adding something to the foreign exchange reserve of the country. And most importantly, when there is a cash shortage, you can understand when the supply chain is completely broken, NBU has emphasized on digital payments. People like Olena, when she didn't have cash and there is no bank or nearby ATM from where she can draw the cash, this online payment is helping her buying the daily essentials. Policies of National Bank of Ukraine may not solve all the problems of Olena, but these things are definitely going to help her and every citizen. If I compare to what is happening in our country, then you will find it is much simpler for RBI. Yes, because Ukraine is a war zone now. Operating monetary policy, operating the payment system of the country, operating the banking system is very, very challenging. RBI operations are relatively simple and stable right now, we being a very strong country having 700 billion in the forex reserves and India a growing economic power. Therefore, if you compare, NBU has taken an approach where it has pegged the local currency with dollar to reduce the volatility in the currency markets. NBU also raised the interest rate because the inflation is increasing in the country when there is a supply side problem. So understand, in Ukraine the problem is supply side, but increase in the interest rate will reduce the money supply, make money supply costlier. That will help in controlling the inflation and people like Olena will still be able to buy bread. The restriction in the capital outflow which has been done in Ukraine is going to help their foreign exchange reserve, which is required for payment of the essential things what they import from other countries. And in such a scenario, when country is going through the war environment, the independence of the central bank actually gets badly affected because the central bank has to align with the priorities of the nation, priorities of the government, mainly supporting at the border issues and also the humanitarian efforts which are going for making people survive. In a stable economy, in a stable country like India, RBI is currently operating quite independent, focus of NBU right now is on the crisis management. And fortunately, the digital payment, the penetration of the digital payment in the country is helping right now. If you compare, RBI is in a very active mode, and because of the war situation, NBU has to be in a very reactive mode. Therefore, from this, what you can understand is Ukraine is not only in the battlefield at the border, but at the home also. Millions of families like Olena are struggling, and there are organizations like National Bank of Ukraine shaping up the policies, helping people to survive and then to thrive. For millions of Ukrainians here, resilience is not just a word, but it's a way of life. The role of central banking is not only important during the peacetime, but actually becomes more important during the crisis time. I will try to come out with more such information so that you compare one central bank with the other central bank, one economy with the other economy, and you become better not only doing your objective questions, but writing your descriptive answers, which are becoming more and more important when you have to clear the exam. If you have any suggestions, feel free to write in the comment. If you like this video, please press the like button, share with your friends. We are here to make your job preparation 50% faster to unfold your potential. Thank you and all the best.